Welcome, my dear procrastinators, overthinkers, and I'll start on Monday professionals. You know, the ones who consider scrolling through cat memes a productive use of time? Yeah, you. No judgment here. Today, we are diving into The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, aka the book that turns couch potatoes into productivity ninjas. This book is not about life hacks like wake up at 4 a.m. and drink green juice. Nope, it's about real habits that can take you from being a human disaster, we've all been there, to a goal-crushing legend. Okay, maybe not all of us, but let's be honest. If you had your life together, you wouldn't be watching this video, right? So sit back, relax, and let's laugh our way through self-improvement. Now let's meet our hero. Meet Bob. He's a lovable mess who blames his cat for everything. Late for work? Cat's fault. Burnt toast? Definitely the cat. Covey swoops in with habit 1. Be proactive. Bob's mind explodes. Wait, you mean it's not my cat's fault I'm always late? Bob learns that being proactive is like choosing to be Batman instead of, well, just Bob. It's about taking charge of your life instead of letting life throw rotten tomatoes at you. It's about realizing that waiting for life to fix itself is like waiting for a pizza delivery in the middle of the Sahara Desert. You're going to have a bad time. So, instead of blaming his toaster for making him late, again, Bob starts setting his alarm earlier. Instead of waiting for that dream job to fall from the sky, Bob polishes his resume and actually applies for jobs. Okay, fine, he still blames his cat sometimes. But hey, baby steps, people. Bob used to live life like a lost puppy chasing squirrels. No direction, just pure chaotic energy. Covey, being the wise guru that he is, asks Bob, "What's your end goal, my friend?" Bob stares blankly. End? You mean, like, the end? Like with the bright light and everything? Covey sighs. No, Bob, it means having a vision for your future. What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to become? Bob, for the first time in his life, actually thinks about it. He digs deep, not too deep, he doesn't want to overexert himself, and writes down his goals. 1. Career success, aka not getting fired every 3 months. 2. Healthier lifestyle, aka not considering pizza a vegetable. 3. Personal growth, aka learning something beyond the latest TikTok dance. For the first time ever, Bob has a roadmap. It's a miracle. Bob and procrastination, a match made in, well, Bob's messy apartment. Covey introduces him to the Eisenhower Matrix, which sounds like a superhero weapon but is basically a fancy to-do list. Covey explains it's about prioritizing, Bob. You know, doing the important stuff first. Bob scratches his head. Important stuff like watching that new Netflix show everyone's talking about? Covey pinches the bridge of his nose. No, Bob, like finishing that project that's due tomorrow. Let's compare, shall we? Bob's old priorities: watch Netflix, scroll through social media, eat snacks, panic at 2 a.m. because nothing is done. Bob's new priorities: get stuff done, then reward himself with Netflix. Shockingly, not procrastinating feels amazing. Bob's stress levels plummet. He even starts going to bed at a reasonable hour. It's a whole new Bob. Chapter 4. Habit 4. Think win-win. Bob learns to share, even the last slice of pizza. Bob used to think life was a game of Hunger Games. Only instead of fighting for survival, he was fighting for, well, everything. Office promotion, time to sabotage his co-workers, last slice of pizza, prepare for war. Covey, being the Zen master he is, says, "Bob, my man, chill. Life is not a zero-sum game." Bob looks confused. Zero-sum game? Is that like a game you play with pizza? Covey sighs. No, Bob. It means you don't have to crush everyone to succeed. You can achieve your goals while helping others achieve theirs. Bob learns the power of collaboration. He starts helping his co-workers instead of tripping them in the hallway. He shares credit for successes instead of hoarding it all for himself. And yes, he even shares the last slice of pizza. It pains him, but he does it, because Bob is evolving, people. Chapter 5. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Bob tries listening. It's a Christmas miracle. Bob's idea of a conversation? Wait for his turn to talk, then interrupt with a completely unrelated story about his cat. Covey, with the patience of a saint, tells him, "Bob, my friend, try listening first. You might actually learn something." Bob scoffs. Listening? What's the fun in that? But he reluctantly decides to give it a shot. He tries it with his boss, and gets a raise. He tries it with his partner, and avoids a week-long argument. He even tries it with his cat. Okay, the cat still ignores him, but hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It turns out that listening is like a superpower. It helps you connect with people, build stronger relationships, and avoid a whole lot of unnecessary drama. Who knew? Chapter 6. Habit 6. Synergize. Bob's transformation from lone wolf to team player. Bob used to think teamwork meant forcing everyone to do things his way. Covey gently corrects him. Synergy, Bob. It's about valuing different perspectives and working together to create something amazing. Bob squints. Synergy? Is that a new energy drink? Covey takes a deep breath. No, Bob. It means that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Think of it like a superhero team. Each hero has unique powers, but together, they're unstoppable. Bob, being a sucker for superhero analogies, finally gets it. He starts listening to his team's ideas, even if they're different from his own. He contributes his own strengths and learns from others. And guess what? The results are phenomenal. Bob realizes that teamwork isn't just about getting the job done. It's about achieving more together than he ever could alone. Chapter 7, Habit 7, Sharpen the Saw. Bob discovers self-care, and no, Netflix doesn't count. Bob used to run himself ragged like a hamster on a wheel fueled by caffeine and anxiety. Covey, ever the wise mentor, says, "Bob, my friend, you need to sharpen the saw." Bob stares at him blankly. "Sharpen the saw? What am I, a lumberjack?" Covey explains. "It's about taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Think of it like recharging your batteries." Bob, who feels perpetually drained, decides to give it a try. He starts exercising. Goodbye, couch potato physique. He reads actual books. Turns out they're not just for decoration. He even starts getting enough sleep. Farewell, 3 a.m. existential crises. And guess what? Bob feels amazing. He's more energized, focused, and productive than ever before. Plus, his under-eye bags have magically disappeared. Fast forward, Bob is now an organized, respected, and happy human. He's proactive, no more blaming his cat. He has goals, no more let's see what happens life. He manages time. Netflix is now a reward, not a lifestyle. He wins without crushing others. Teamwork, baby. He listens and collaborates. His coworkers actually like him now, and best of all, he still watches cat videos, but guilt-free because he's effective. And that, my friends, is how the 7 habits of highly effective people turned Bob from a disaster into a success story. With a sense of humor. Be like Bob. But, you know, the effective version. Like, share, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this journey from hot mess to highly effective, hit that like button, because Bob worked hard on this. Comment below, which habit do you need to work on the most? No judgment, we're all in this together. Subscribe for more fun, relatable, and slightly life-changing content, because let's be real, we all need it.